our next speaker. And we talk here a lot about how to raise money, how to grow. And this next speech is going to be what happens when you're already close to raising money and you need lawyer support in order to get the important things right. So Milda Jasaitienė, Senior Associate at Evershed and Saladžius, will talk about how to negotiate your investment wisely with your future investments. So Milda, please welcome on the stage.
Hi all, I am Milda Jasaitienė, and now we have 15 minutes until another pitch challenge starts, and I would like you to present with a topic. I hope it will be quite an interesting one. It's about negotiations between the startups and the investors. I hope this topic will be just on time, because even at this conference there may be that some of the startups will meet the investors and maybe agree upon the funding. So let's imagine that it happens, and that just a startup meets some investor who seems to be really interested in the product that the startup is developing, and they agree upon the funding. And you found an investor, and it seems that the main job is done, but is it really so? So let's move to the question, what the topic is about, that how to negotiate your investment wisely. So first of all, I would like you to understand that the sum of the investment is not the single important thing that you need to agree with the investor. The term sheet, the shareholders agreement, or any other agreement that you will sign with the investor will have a lot of other important provisions which will determine how you will work in future, how your product will be developed, what will be your goals, and so on and so forth. So it's not only about the sum. And just agreeing with the investor and signing a term sheet, it's a bit like marriage. And well, we all know that you cannot buy a new car without an approval of your wife, or you cannot go home at 3 a.m. without giving a proper advance notice. So it's quite the same with the investor. When you sign the term sheet with the investor, you will have a lot of obligations according to that, and such as accountability, such as sharing decision making, and similar. So before entering into that, you should really check that your future hopes and dreams with the investor are the same, and at that you will be able to work together. And if it is not the case, then maybe you should even be ready to walk away from the deal, even if the money offered is quite good. So let's imagine that you and the investor talked, and well, you seem to be on the same page, and you're about to start the negotiations. So now you will need to understand what your negotiating leverage would be. So how should you know that? Well, if you are an early stage startup with not a very well developed product and not known in the market, you might be that guy in there, but it may be totally otherwise, and you may ask yourself some of the questions which by answering which you just may decide how strong can you push at the negotiations. And the questions could be, for example, who approached whom? If the investor found you, it really means that they are already interested in you and that they know you, and you will definitely be in a better position. Later, does the investor want the deal? How can you know that? Well, usually it will be economic reasons of the investor. That means that you have a great perspective to be profitable, you are known in the market, but on the other hand, there may be some non-economic reasons, such as, let's say, well, the investor is he really likes your idea, and he thinks that it may have some impact in future, and these are the reasons that also may push the investor to want to invest in your startup more. The third thing, and I think that it is the most important thing, is your options. There's no need to explain that if you have a plan B or C, you will always be in a better position. That means if you are negotiating with more than one investor at the same time, or more than one investor is interested in your product, it's a general rule that you will be able to receive just a better deal. The fourth question could be how quickly you need the funding. For example, if you do not need to receive the funding like today or even yesterday, then you will have time to negotiate. You will have time just to look for a plan B, let's say, or even to walk away at that time if you do not find these terms that are offered to be very attractive to you. So basically, the negotiating leverage depends on the timing when you are negotiating. So if you can, just choose the best timing for your startup. Now let's go to the term sheet, which will be likely to be sent to you by the investor. It is totally normal that you will receive a draft document, and it will be usually the document that the investor is usually works on it. It has the structure which is usually used by the investor, and so on. So it seems that a lot of work has been already done for you, and you do not need to spend any legal fees on that. But you should also know that a lawyer, while drafting any document for his client, will always make the first draft to be very beneficial to his client. And no matter what transaction would be, the startup funding or premises lease or whatever transaction. But I may even tell you a secret that when the lawyer drafts the first document, he does it to be so beneficial to his client that no lawyer ever believes that it will be the last draft and the final draft which is signed by both of the parties. So when you receive the first draft, you should just treat that as only the starting point for negotiations. And also, do not let the investor to just negotiate any of the points of the term sheet by just saying that this is a standard agreement and we do all deals according to this, because this is not true. And there is nearly no such thing as standard terms, because, well, the structure of the agreement may be standard. The issues that need to be discussed with the investor may be standard, but basically the terms are the ones that you agree upon. So when you receive the document, it is normal not to rush and sign it right away, but just to read it carefully, to understand the consequences, and just start negotiating. I will not go just through all the terms that should be included in the term sheet, but I would like just to mention some of them. First of all, I would like you to pay attention when you receive the term sheet on the clauses which relate to your personal liability. Well, basically, the investor invests in your startup, your business, and your business can go up, it can go down, it can even fail. And in such case, you will lose your effort, you will lose your time, and the investor loses its money. But it should be like this, and you should check that the term sheet would not include any provisions related with your personal liability, like no personal sureties, no personal guarantees, and no similar stuff. And you just need to leave yourself a possibility to start fresh if your business, let's say, fails and your business is just, you decide not to go on with it, and just you should be able to start over without any outstanding debts from your previous businesses. Also, in the beginning, I just mentioned that there will be a lot of other terms, important terms in the term sheet, besides the sum of the investment that you will need to agree with the investor. It could be management structure. Let's say the venture capital fund may want to have a seat in your board, or decision-making process. For example, the VC may want to have some veto rights when adopting some of the decisions. Control of everyday activities, that would be, you will need to decide how much the VC will be involved in everyday activities such as hiring people, opening new offices. Then also accountability. And these are all the terms that need to be agreed and resolved until the signing of the term sheet. And just to conclude, I would like to say that I don't think that there is one recipe how to negotiate the term sheet. The only thing is that you need to read the terms that I offer to you and understand how it will work in practice. And if you are not comfortable with these terms, then you can negotiate, you can just argue your position, or even to compromise in some cases. But still, you should be also ready to walk away from the deal if you see that, well, you cannot just work on these terms that are offered to you. And also, what I would like to say that you should not fall for the lines when the other party at the negotiation say to you, well, that's a standard provision and we are not going to use it in practice, or this is only a warranty and we are not applying it. These just phrases are usually said when people talk about liability clauses, about fines which are being set in the contract. But you need to understand that everything what is on the paper, it has legal power, and what is said, not necessarily. So it is so that, well, when everything goes well, usually people are happy, and happy people do not read contracts at all, and contracts are being read and applied only when things go not so well. And in such case, well, we have a lot of clients who are sincerely surprised when they just read what the contract that was signed in the beginning of the deal, let's say, when everybody were enthusiastic, and they just cannot believe that is the contract that they put their signature on. So you should not put yourself in such a position, and you should just try to put some effort in the beginning in negotiating the contract, and later on it might save you a lot of headache. And the terms that you are agreeing upon, they may be better, they may be worse, but the most important thing is that you should feel that you are comfortable with these terms, you can just work on them, and also it's very important that you feel that it was the best deal that you could get at that very moment. And later, I don't know, maybe it's just a little bit of luck and hard work. And like the final remark, maybe I would like to give you an advice like a lawyer. So, well, the advice would be that you should consider just getting professional legal advice in this case. Because, well, the lawyers, sometimes people say that they create problems, but sometimes they may actually help. And of course, the final call in the negotiations will still be made by you, and but still the lawyer can just guide you through this procedure, through this complex procedure, more smoothly. And once again, just asking a question, how to negotiate your investment wisely? Well, one of the answers maybe could be just keep calm and hire a lawyer. So thank you very much. And I don't think that we have enough time for questions and answers, but I will be here around after the presentation, and if you have any issues or you need to discuss anything, so I will be glad to help you and just to talk to you. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Milda, for this presentation. And I already have the results from the first batch of pitch competition. So the two companies that go into tomorrow's finals are Drag This and Simple to Act. Congratulations, and we look forward to see you in the finals tomorrow. So now we're moving to the second batch of our pitch competition. Let me just remind you what are the rules. So we have, again, 10 companies, 3 minutes each for a presentation, and 3 minutes Q&A by our investors. It's going to be 3 minutes sharp, and companies will be interrupted if they go over that, but so far there's no problem with this. So we have a new jury in place. We're going to be evaluating our startups. So on jury we have Alexander Pavlov, Ru.net. We have David Roberts, The Other Side of the Tracks. We have John Henderson, Wistor Capital. We've got Christian Lanema, it's Ambient Sound Investments. We've got Martin Talvari, it's Startup Sauna. And we have Mindaugas Glodas, who just joined us. He's a partner at Nextry Ventures. We've got Peter Van Zaben, who's Startup Bootcamp. We've got Sagi Gulianka, who is TMS Site. We have Elena Fironova, which is E Ventures, and Antanas Jankauskas, Angel Investor. So the rules are right, the rules are clear, and I think we're pretty much ready to go with our first startup. Is our first startup ready to go? Yeah. Please welcome on the stage Watchar. Round of applause for Watchar.
Good day. My name is Evaldas. I'm the guy wearing this cool white t-shirt, and I will represent Watchar. So, attention to the screen. Let's applause. Come on, guys. So, I have a question. Who agrees that advertising consumes a lot of money of business? Raise your hand. Anyone? Yeah, okay. And who thinks that innovative technology should be very easy to use? Raise your hands. Okay, so that is the reason that we try to solve, and that is why we build Watchar. So it's the problem. It's difficult and expensive. We wish to make things very easy, and we offer to use templates. What is AR template? Template is a digital scene, including a predefined layout and a content, like 3D, like pictures and videos. It's very cost-effective, it's very profitable, and super easy to use. You can use drag and drop, and just like that, create your augmented reality solution. So on the whole, Watchar is a marketplace for augmented reality. It's actually a website where users can buy and developers can sell their own augmented reality templates. Perfect. And you can use those templates to increase your sales with mobile commerce you can use to promote your brands or entertain your users. And some digits about the market. There are more than 60 million active augmented reality users globally. And of course, I will mention some monetization. We will charge people for paid templates and premium features. Plus, we will take 20% of commission from the developers each transaction. Nothing would be possible with a perfect team and some milestones. Our company invested more than $50,000 dollars, and we earned cash. So keep calm, and whatever happened, just remember, WatchR!
Thank you,
Thank you.
WatchR. Any questions for WatchR?
How are you selling your product? Is it online sales or do you use direct sales force?
Sorry, can you repeat it
How
louder?
are you selling your product? Is it direct sales force that you use or is it online sales?
I still don't hear it, sorry. I don't.
How are you selling your product?
The selling, actually, it's we don't have the business website. It's not published yet, but it's a website where people come as a traditional website. It's a marketplace where one buy, the others sell. So you come, you choose, you pick a template. Let's say a template for a business card or a flyer. You can customize it by adding or removing simply with drag and drop features your own content, like your own standing as a 3D. You can put your text, pictures, videos, links, anything, and then pay 20, 50 bucks instead of several thousand, and use it in your campaign or something.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Sourcing of products, key destinations, where to source. What's your estimates of the number of people that you will be able to source that from? And how do you make them produce the content if that is needed, essentially?
Yeah, we have several plans, several directions. One of them is selling the content to advertising agencies as well as different companies. The advertising companies has their portfolio of their clients, and agencies sell the solution to their clients. And when a company, no matter what company, when they buy the solution of WatchR, their clients, their users, the customers of the users of smartphones, they have to download the app. And when you download the app, for example, Adidas or Nike, he offer download this app and get 20% discount to any pair of our shoes. So we get the users of our clients and everybody happy. Any questions?
Thank you, WatchR.
Thank you.
So up next, we have another startup, and they are called SitePro. Please welcome SitePro to the stage. Clicker.
Hello, my name is Philip. I would like to present you why our project Site.pro is so successful. Do you have your own website? I see that yes. Over 100 million people in the world have their own websites. And all of them periodically go to the hosting panel to make some management of emails, domains, or web pages. And what happens is that there are a lot of website builders in these hosting panels. And what's the problem? That every website builder at the bottom have to adapt and make different versions for every hosting platform. And the result, the quality of these website builders is very poor. 100 million people use bad quality website builders. What we did, we produce next generation website builder that is compatible with all server platforms. And we can satisfy all hosting needs. We get a lot of positive feedback from hosting providers, from users, and start scaling our product. People using our product, hostings using our product, some big hosting providers ask to make their own clouds with our product. And some hosting providers make bigger clouds than we are. Every new page appears faster than new speaker on this stage. Why people use us? This man can go now, register on our website, connect his domain name, make fashionable website. It takes 2-3 minutes, and everything's for free. If there are some hosting providers there, they can go select our website, just install our platform on his hosting. It has 30 languages. It's very easy to integrate. Our team works together 10 years, and we make a lot of products in a lot of countries, and we really understand user needs. We provide about 1,000 products for different customers. We bought this domain name in January. In February, we have a strategic partner. Now we have constantly growing income. And about 1 million people who tried our interface. Then we're waiting for funds, we're waiting for partners, we're waiting for some investors, and waiting for your questions.
Yeah, thank you, SitePro. Investors, do you have any questions?
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, thanks for the presentation. How are you going to attract your customers? How to grow your user base? How are you going to attract your customers, your users? What are the channels of attraction, customer acquisition?
How I advertise or how I check the customer?
Customer acquisition channels.
How are you going to find business?
How I advertise? I don't understand, sorry.
How are you going to find your clients?
Okay. We have a very good model. These users are using our service for free. They generate a lot of traffic for us. And hosting providers saying, I need this product. I said, please take it. And we use now any advertisement channels. We use maybe sending some mails per day, that's all. And we are growing extremely fast. Just a good product. I think that the best way to sell your product is just have a good product. To invest in sales team, just these guys, everybody of you can go to our website, make a website, connect your domain name, and everything is for free. Is it interesting for you? A lot of people can do this for free. They generate traffic, and hosting providers stay paying us because they use the same service, something like that. We can do the same thing like Wix, be totally free, and be profitable.
It's viral. It's word of mouth, right?
Yes, it's word of mouth, and and a lot of people. And it's working. It works.
Any more questions for SitePro? No, SitePro. Thank you very much. So up next, we have a company called Kissel. Welcome Kissel.com on the stage.
Hello, my name is Alexander. I want to represent you our startup Kissel.com, which was created to help manufacturers to sell their products and services not only in their native countries. You know, it's rather difficult to open new markets because it requires additional decisions for marketing and takes a lot of effort. All of those things increase the cost of goods, and millions of companies all over the world have to solve this problem every day. We can represent you a manufacturer of pipes from Czech Republic who wants to sell his products in Kazakhstan and some other countries. What can he do in that situation? He can promote his own site, if any, on target markets, but he must to have a site per each target country, or at least a subdomain on a website. Otherwise, there will be problems with search engine optimization and advertising. Also, he can register paid account on such platforms as Alibaba.com, Prom.ua, all these, but it's rather expensive and don't cover a lot of countries. But we can solve his problems cheap and easy. All he needs is to add his products to our platform only once, translate it for target markets with our help, and start to sell his products all over the world in several clicks. To grow, we have 2 affiliate programs to grow fast. It's one for a site with large attendance and another one for regional retailers. This way of expansion of audience is best for us because our clients will have additional traffic and websites will have a new way of monetization. We have a good traction. We are growing about 30% a month, about 700 of companies registered during the last 3 months, and we have a couple of paid clients who help us to improve our system. Kissel.com uses freemium business models, so our clients can use our basic features absolutely free for a while, and in future we will compete Alibaba.com, Allbiz and Prom.ua. Do less, sell more. Kissel.com. Thank you for attention.
Thank you, Kissel. Any questions from the jury?
Yes, thank you for your presentation. Could you explain in one sentence what you exactly are doing? Because I didn't got it at all. In one sentence.
What we are providing?
Yeah, no, what you're doing with your company. In one sentence.
We're providing cheap and easy way to export your goods in other countries. If you want to check if you have any possible clients in other regions, we can give you that possibility. We have a number of sites in each domain zone, for example, Kissel.ru, Kissel.by, Kissel.com.ua, and so on. So if you want to sell in a number of countries, you just you register on our site, add your products, and pay just only for target companies, $10 per domain per month. So if you give us $120, you can sell your products in other countries till the year.
So does that mean you handle all the logistics and tariffs and everything that might come with importing goods?
Oh, sorry, don't hear you. It's quite noisy.
Do you handle all the logistics and the tariffs that would come with importing goods, or how
no. It's not our way. We want to be just an ecosystem which generates leads for another businesses. In near future, we plan to integrate with another services like Quatroller, Ordinary, MailChimp. So we provide additional features for our clients, and they instead of developing it, and we don't pay for development. Instead of it, we earn money on affiliate programs of our partners. That's our way. So we want to be like a lead generation for businesses. We are focusing on real sector of economic, on B2B sector. We don't want to be B2C because we don't want to compete with Amazon and such huge companies. It's not our way.
Any more questions? Quick question. No, I think we're done. Thank you, Kissel. So now let's talk Bitcoin. Up next, we have SpectroCoin.
Hi, my name is Vytautas, and today I would like to present my company SpectroCoin, who is providing a virtual currency services for all Europe. There are three key groups of Bitcoin users on the planet. They are early adopters, the people who like their cryptography-based currency. They are investors, the people who try to benefit from their price fluctuations. And they also are business entrepreneurs, the people who actually gain the value from Bitcoin by using it as a way of payment, by having frictionless transactions. And that's our target market. However, with all these benefits of frictionless payments, there are three risks. The first group of risks are actually know-how risks, actually how to use Bitcoins. There's a usage risk, there's the storage risk, actually how to store Bitcoins, how to know it, how to do it, and also payment verification risk. There's also technology risks, most associated with security and stability, because you have to have uptime for 100% to process the payments. Most importantly, there are financial risks, because when you accept payments in Bitcoins, you don't be too exposed to the price of Bitcoin. That's why you actually want to be able to cash out. And here comes SpectroCoin, because we provide the solution for all the services, for all these risks. We provide the exchange service to exchange from Bitcoins to euros and vice versa. We provide a Bitcoin wallet solution for people to mitigate the technology and know-how risk, how to use it. And also we provide the merchant solution to let shops to accept payments in Bitcoins for goods and services they sell. And that's actually how our homepage looks today. And why us? Firstly, because in-house we have 6 years of experience of managing electronic currency exchange. Also, we have 7 years of experience in-house of developing IT systems for medium and large financial institutions. Also, we have financial experience in-house, generally in institutions such as Cambridge University and Bloomberg. Most importantly, we have a strong infrastructure. Firstly, we have a strong and scalable IT infrastructure, which can let us to expand all over the globe, but most important, which is developed for payment processing. Also, we have quick payments and not only Bitcoins, which is our key advantage because we can process their normal withdrawals and deposits in 1-2 hours when our competitors can do it in 2-7 days. And we have a sustainable and one of the strongest financial and legal infrastructures, at least in Europe. We still enjoy the fast movers advantage because we have a track record of more than 1 year of operation. We are a dominant player in some European markets. We have a self-sustainable growth, and we have a lead investor for our next funding round. And actually, when you ask yourself, what differentiates companies who are successful from the ones who are not successful? Let's think like you say, why you think that Prada is a successful brand or so on. And actually, it's when somebody starts to quantify their goods or services they use. And actually what happened for us last week, we found a web page who is actually phishing, a scam site, but using our kind of similar logo to us. They're using our social network presence, and actually that shows that we have a strong brand name in the market. And I would like to close this presentation by saying the motto of our company, that we don't sell, we provide services. Thanks for attention, and questions are welcome.
Thank you, SpectroCoin, for such a speedy presentation. Jury, do you have any questions?
Anyone? Please.
Bitcoin exchanges?
Yes, we are. As I had mentioned, the point is our key advantage is because we have extremely strong financial, which means banking infrastructure as well as legal. So as an example, the number of banking partners we have is the same as all our European competitors have together. So that shows that actually we are not reliable on one banking partner. As well, another key advantage is because we have this payment processing focus on Bitcoin, not the Forex type exchange than our competitors are doing. Because most people focus on the investor side, the people who want to get profit or loss from just trading Bitcoin, while they focus more on the Bitcoin as a protocol to process payments. And we focus more on the retail side. And like not many the companies who are providing the wallet solution, which we do, but they only provide wallet. There are companies like BitPay who provide the merchant solution, but they only provide it. And there are some exchanges. But like there's only few solutions who have everything in-house. Because actually every part is important for a business to be able to accept payments in Bitcoins or other cryptocurrencies.
I'm just wondering what you think the value in tying together wallets, exchanges, and merchant services are? Why do all three rather than specialize in one?
if I heard the question right, so why we offer wallets and merchants as well? So still the key profit generating site is the exchange, and that's actually where we charge our clients. But to make Bitcoin user-friendly, because as I mentioned, we are more focusing on the retail people, actually on people who can use it for payments or business entrepreneurs who actually accept it as a way of payment. That's why they need this solution to have a Bitcoin wallet somewhere safe, not at their computer, so they don't have to think about the security issues, and also like about merchant solution, when we want to process the payments, they have to have an uptime of 100%. Also, it's most important to mention that Bitcoin is still an experiment, so there's a high risk of Bitcoin failing, like a protocol. So that's why it's better to outsource it to somebody like us, who actually can manage the protocol risk by knowing the protocol better than a company can do. Of course, they can do it in-house ourselves, but that will take a lot of time and a lot of knowledge to do it. So that's why it's better to go to us and just have all-in-one solution for it. I still have 40 seconds. Any more?
Any more questions?
My time is expensive, so. 32 seconds, 31 seconds, 30, 29.
Oh my. Okay, thank you, SpectreCoin. Up next, we got a company called Eileen. Eileen, welcome on stage.
All right, go Eileen. So, hello everyone. I promise to talk slower. I'm Vidas, and I'm here to tell you a story of business, which starts with a famous quote from Winston Churchill himself. He who fails to plan is planning to fail. Yes, my story is all about planning, project management, and team organization. Basically, there are tons of great tools for all these purposes, which each of them has their own particular area, but people somehow still fail to choose the right one for the job. Like using Excel, it's basically the most popular tool for project task management. What the hell? You have like thousands of lines of text, and your eyes eventually will hurt around that. Or Microsoft Project, which is basically a great tool for planning, yet it lacks daily routine organizational stuff. That is a problem. Well, we were doing pretty much the same at our own company until one day enough was said. Let's move to visual task management. This, ladies and gentlemen, is how Eileen board was born. We developed not a single tool, but a whole toolbox instead. So no more third parties. Plan, execute, integrate to existing environment, organize your stuff, and measure everything. Eileen is created on agile and lean methodologies. So I know you're thinking, yeah, I've seen a bunch of those tools on the web. They're all the same. Wrong. Eileen is way different. We create value by integrating to business critical tools, which are already owned by our customers. Like we integrate to Visual Studio TFS, which is loved by developers. Or we add new value for project managers to integrating to Microsoft Project. Or even Office tools like Outlook, Excel for salespeople. Next, we are on-premises deployed solution. So high security companies just love us, like weapon manufacturers or banks. Let me tell you 3 more things. 6 is for people in our team, 1,000 is for companies in our portfolio, and 100,000 is for annual revenues. This slide will tell more than 1,000 words would do. Yes, they are using Eileen. And, oh, sorry, there's even more coming out. So all of them would fit in here. So let's cut to the chase. What do we seek? Simple, just $2 million. We need to grow faster, that's it. So anyone with ideas and offers are welcome at our booth right there. So let's grab a coffee. Thank you.
Thank you. Questions?
I
will wait you, or...
Okay, thank you for the pitch. And how do you earn? How do you monetize?
All right, glad you've asked. We have two different business models. One, well, basically we acquire users through free software for personal use, and then there's a team version with the most benefits, like additional integrations, support of reporting and analytics, and that's paid in that price out there. 1,000 companies, as I mentioned. There are more unpaid users, but we have 1,000 companies in our profile that are paying annually for our project.
Do you employ a sort of converter with other files? If somebody creates a project on, say, Office, could it be converted into your software as well?
Can you repeat? Sorry, the
Does it convert from other projects to yours, or can you
Yes.
go back and forth?
Yes, there's a great example of use case, like people were using in this developer company Microsoft Visual Studio TFS, which is for developers. They were doing their task management in there until one day they started using Eileen, which transfers all the tasks to Eileen. So eventually they ended up using Visual Studio TFS because it's good for coding, but not so good for task management. That's why they had Eileen. No questions?
Any more questions? Yeah?
Jokes?
No, thank you very much.
All right, so thank you very much.
Next on the list, we have Mike Kogo. Please welcome Mike Kogo on the stage.
Hello, everyone. I will try to speak slower than the previous guy. So my name is Tuoms, and this is Mike Kogo. He's like a Tamagotchi, but he lives in my mobile device. And in order to keep him healthy, I have to feed him updates from my social network accounts. So he eats my Facebook posts, my Instagram images, and my tweets. For example, he develops depending on what information I have been feeding him. So, for example, if I feed him more happy updates, my Kogo gets happier. He also grows bigger depending on what media type I feed him. So if I feed him more images, he could grow another eye, for example. The most interesting part of this game is how I feed my Kogo. After I have made certain amount of posts, a new game level is created. And these levels are also unique because your photos and videos are used to create custom level design and architecture. So each time you go and play the game, it's a level designed custom for you with your images and videos. Another cool feature is that Kogo, in return, stores and archives the information you have been feeding him so you can access it later. It gets stored in these crystals. So let's say, for example, that you're looking for an image that you posted a year ago, but you do not remember what social network you used. With the help of Kogo, you can do a cross-platform search and find what you're looking for in no time. There are many games in app stores available right now, and many of them use this Tamagotchi gameplay principle, but none of them are like my Kogo, because my Kogo is connected to your social network account and is unique for every user. For those of you wondering, this is not an NSA side project, and we're not planning to use the information illegally. And we are currently a team of 2 people, a designer and a project manager, and we're looking for a development team. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike Kogo. Jury?
How are you making money on this game?
Money? It's a simple, like many other games do. It's a freemium model. We are planning to make the game free, but offer in-app purchases to allow users to customize the My Kogo in more ways.
How do you plan to acquire users?
Acquire users. I think with the games, basically, you have to make a great game, great visuals, great story, and that's the way for the games. Yeah.
games are built with like the flow element, right? It's like not too difficult, but it's also not too easy. That's why you keep playing the game. Do you think with your feature with the social media integration, it will be enough that people are going to play your game?
I think that's actually one of the pros for MyCogo, because it's not like the other games that after a while, when you finish a certain amount of levels, it stops. It grows with you and it develops over time. So there is no ending for the game, and you are encouraged to play more and more. But it's also not like with the games that are always the same when you play them. It's different every time. Okay.
Any more questions from the jury? No. Thank you very much, Michael.
Thank you.
Next startup we have is called Sky Biometry. Sky Biometry on the stage.
Hello, my name is Justas Kranauskas. At Sky Biometry, we run face recognition technologies as a service. Today, every application which allows users to upload their photos can generate piles of data. And it's not enough to store it anymore, especially if it contains faces, right? We humans are very good at recognizing familiar faces. However, usually people are not very scalable. That's why we offer a full range of face recognition technologies as a scalable service in the cloud. In other words, if you send a photo to our service, you get the locations of all faces in that image immediately. Additionally, for each located face, our service will will predict gender, age, emotion of that face, or even, for example, do you wear glasses? Even more, much more, it can find similar faces among all your photos. Why do you need this? For example, one of our customers pays professional photographers to take photos at different events like this, and in one evening, thousands of images are captured. Previously, it took them several days to sort, to group these photos by faces. But today, with our face recognition technology, almost all the photos are sorted and grouped by faces almost instantly. They can be delivered to the corresponding persons even during the same event. Our business model is subscription-based freemium, which means that you can get several thousand API calls for free, and you have to pay for the rest. And we are growing. Over 2,500 developers already use our API in their applications. Our service already handled more than 33 million of their requests. We know our competitors. They're really good. But our clients told us that they're happy with our face recognition accuracy and quality of service overall. Face biometrics market is estimated to grow 3 times in 5 years. So we're here because we're looking for partners, business partners, to start our active sales worldwide. Thank you.
Questions, please?
So who are your target customers? Who are your target customers? Who do you try and sell to this technology?
Well, we segmented the market into like 4 segments, and this includes good old person authentication by face. It includes dating sites, social networks. As an example, in my slides, all the online photo services, galleries, and the last but not least is advertisement companies. Actually, large part of our income comes from advertising companies which personalize advertisements to the customer by his face.
Thanks for the presentation. So you named your competitors. So what is the key differences you would point out on the product side and on the customer side?
Sorry, didn't get it.
You named your competitors on the slide. What are the key differences from the product side and from the customer side?
From the product side, we are kind of similar, but as I told, our clients loved that our face recognition accuracy was better, and they loved the quality and easily used service.
Any more questions? No, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we have 3 startups left. And up next is Arrow and Pillow. Please welcome.
Hello, fellow nerds. My name is Justinas, and I'm also a traveler. And whenever I say, you know, and I have traveled around in 5 continents. That's Europe and others. And whenever I say that to people, they say like, oh, so you're like a tourist. And actually, no, I'm not. I'm exactly the opposite of a tourist, and I hate tourists. And this is why I'm here. I just hate, not like I'm walking around hating on tourists. No, when I travel, I hate tourists because they always form lines of stupid photographing tourists. And they're just like, you know, like I have been to Paris for 3 times, never seen Mona Lisa. Why? Because of the lines, like, you know, those tourists that they speak on the line like, oh my God, Casey, like, have you seen Mona Lisa yet? She's like, oh my God, she's like so fabulous. I heard that she doesn't have eyebrows. So we're like sisters. It's just that I drew my eyebrows on top of my shaved ones, so I would like look really surprised whenever I'm talking to people. I like, shut up. I don't want to hear that. You know, this is the problem with traveling. You meet tourists. And what I want to do is I want to go somewhere and just have, you know, a nice, you know, find like that nice family-owned cafe where, you know, where the owner is your waiter and cook at the same time, and he's calling you my friend, and he's like, and he gives you that special drink, you know, like that special drink that where you wake up in the morning and you don't have any hangovers, and like he gets this he gets you this traditional pizza, like, oh wait, oh that's from the other presentation, sorry. And this is what you get from tour guides. This is the pizza that you get from tour guides. He provides you with the best pizza in the region. And this is why I like traveling as a traveler and not a tourist. Because, well, to be perfectly honest with you, I just want to be treated like a guest and not as a customer. And I wish there was an app for that. Oh, yeah, there actually is. Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you. Any questions from the jury?
Oh, okay. I know what you do because I read about you, but maybe you can explain to others what exactly your business model is. Yeah, so what you do. The question from my side, how are you going to control the quality?
Control the what now?
The quality.
The quality. Alrighty, well, actually, welcome to the question and answer game. Yay! And da-da-da-da-da, your question is number 10. Let's just go screw. Yeah, number 10. Here we go. We actually have a database of, those nice little grannies that are afraid of tourists because they always get drunk and like bring their kids who paint on the walls. We have those hosts, and they're afraid of tourists. So this is an exclusive club that will provide them with, the customers, the guests that are checked out, and they're like in the middle higher salary class. So we're trying to protect these nice grannies from tourists. That's what we're doing.
How are you going to control the quality?
Well, it's either it's either she checks out after the first customer or not, because it's like a club. You can just leave your, leave your review, and if she's, if this grandma has some bodies in her, in her, in her cellar, we're going to know about it after the first customer.
Yeah. So what would happen if somebody that owned a bed and breakfast somewhere wanted to pay you premium to get their place up on your website, like a higher review? Because how else are you going to make money? So I want to know how you plan on making money, and if you're going to allow people to pay for listings on your website.
Well, there's actually a club membership fee, and it's not for free. Like, if we would make it for free, this would, get our club full of tourists, and this is exactly what we don't want. We try to protect travelers and the host from the tourists, so you have to pay a €100 membership fee.
Yes. How are you going to market this product? Like, how do you going to find the person who really is
How are we
searching for
going
this?
to what, please?
How are you going to market this product?
Well, we have this company in London, and we have their database. We kind of, semi-stole it, and they have their database of hosts, and we have our database of customers, and we're just gonna synergize.
And then you expect there will be more customers.
Yeah, we actually have a list of hosts, and this. What was the question?
So.
Oops.
No. I want to ask the question. No. Like, okay, you have the market, you have a list of emails, you said, for example, to invite the first customers using your product, and then you expect that it grows automatically?
Oh, no. Actually, there's a company in London that they already have the hosts that are checked out. They're already there. And what we're going to do is, with the money that someone's going to give us, we're going to expand, and we have a whole web of these hosts, and they're just waiting for the guests.
Thank you, Arrow and
No,
Pillow.
thank you. Thank you.
So up next, please welcome Max Traffic. Max Traffic on the stage.
Hello, my name is Andis, and today I want to talk about shopping. A few weeks ago, I went to the store to buy a new jacket. I found the model that I liked, the cut, the color, and as you see, I just bought a jacket. So I would say that shopping in retail stores is quite effective. Unfortunately, it's not always the case when shopping online. Only 4% of website visitors actually purchase something. Others just browse their jackets, their electronics and stuff. Some could even say that money on advertising is wasted because most of the visitors will never return to your site. And even the ones that are interested in your products and add them to the cart, 3 out of 5 visitors that add products to their cart, they never purchase, they just leave. So this is the problem that Max Traffic solves. We have created a tool that affects website visitor behavior in order to increase conversions. We do that by showing the right message at the right time. Currently, we have more than 20 different targeting scenarios that allows us to engage visitors within different stages of their visit. But the most effective scenario is exit intent. It targets those visitors that are about to exit the site, abandon the cart or registration form. So here's how it works. A visitor browsing a store finds the product he likes, adds it to the cart, but then he hesitates and he's not ready to purchase. He moves his cursor to the close button, and at this right moment, at the split second, we detect that he's about to exit the site, and we are able to show him a message that would make him to stay on the site and convert. And this is one of the examples, and this strategy actually works. We are able to increase our client sales by up to 15%, and we can help with other areas like gathering new followers for social media or increasing their newsletter subscription base. Here's one example. Eva has a small store in Latvia. She sells women clothing. We approached her, she agreed to test our service, and she used used our service with the campaign in her shopping cart. Visitors who were trying to abandon a cart, they saw this message, and what this message does, it informs that the visitors are able to acquire a free delivery. And actually 16% of visitors that were about to exit the site saw the message, they stayed on the site and completed the purchase. We sell our product as a service, and we have 3 different subscription plans that suits both smaller sites and bigger ventures. Our market size is huge. Currently we're working from Latvia, but we look forward to expanding to other countries. This is our trial users. We have 50 users, and 10 of them are already paying customers. This is our go-to-market strategy. Currently we're on phase 1, that's direct sales. But later we're trying to expand.
Thank you very much, Max Traffic. Sorry about that.
No problem, that's my fault. So I'm ready to answer your questions and quickly switch to the last slides.
So any question from the jury?
How hard is this technology to replicate?
So this technology depends on different scenarios. Some of them are not very complicated, but some of them are unique and quite hard to replicate, and that's also one of the things that how we differ from our competitors. They do not have such scenarios.
Have you considered adding a feature where you can pay for items at different times, sort of like crowdsourcing for clothing items through your platform?
Sorry, I didn't quite get the question.
Could it be that they can pay through multiple transactions through your portal? Like one person pays a little bit, then another person pays a little bit through your portal to keep customer loyalty? Is that something you're into?
I don't think so. No, I don't think that's...
That's not what you're going to do? Okay.
No.
Any more questions for Max Traffic? No, doesn't look like that. Thank you very much, Max Traffic.
Thank you.
So we have come to the last presentation of this session. And I would like to invite Kinjar onto the stage. Kinjar.
Okay. All right. So you know when you have a hobby and it grows from a little thing to something much bigger? Well, that's exactly where we are right now with Kinjar. So traditional education model was born in times of knowledge scarcity. This model clearly separates people with knowledge and those without. So not surprisingly, most of the current online schools are simply digital versions of traditional schools. They are using exactly the same model. However, on the web, knowledge is abundant yet diverse. So web produce new learning models, and this is how many of them look like. So forum, for example. Here, there is no one who knows everything, and it's all about sharing on equal basis. The big drawback with these places is their content quality and accessibility. Kinjar is a place where people can organize educational videos into stacks based on their subject. Any member can add videos to stacks, so they always remain relevant and up to date. On Kinjar, content quality is ensured by stacks ratings and video votes on the new suggestions. So these are some of our stats. We launched full version of website 2 months ago. This is our team. So Domas and I are co-founders. Mindaugas is our CTO, and Bart is our legal counselor based in San Francisco. For now, we decided to focus on our best customers, so it would be visual artists. And this is our product, so this is homepage. Our business model is very simple. We take 10% standard commission from all paid stacks and 80% commission from stacks featured by Kinjar. These are our main competitors, and all of them are using traditional approach to education, so this top-down approach. So what's unique about Kinjar? Well, on Kinjar, people can use any video to make their own stack or to contribute to the existing stack. So we don't have clear distinction between teacher and student. And it changes everything. It's very important. So currently we are seeking seed investment of $300,000 and so far over 85,000 is invested in Kinjar. Use of proceeds, well, very simple, 2 words, user engagement. So people who are learning want to follow their progress, to be tested, to be compared to their fellow students, and to apply their new skills. And that's exactly what we're going to do next. So thank you very much, and open for your questions.
If you're crowdsourcing the content, how do you ensure that it's high quality, and how do you ensure there's no duplication?
Sorry, can you speak up a bit?
How do you ensure the quality of the content you have on the site, and how do you ensure that it's not duplicated within the same stack?
Sorry, quality of the content?
Quality and duplication.
Duplication, all right. So, well, in terms of quality, so it's based on ratings and reviews by users. So that would be, it's a crowd-based. So we actually don't censor unless it's breaking our terms and conditions, some illegal material. As for duplications, well, I guess it's the same. We don't have some specific features in place which avoid that, but I guess same thing would apply. If someone is posting a course or some videos, and after a while, a couple other people uploading that, so it's already not a new thing, so I guess people would vote it down, or it wouldn't get as much traction as the original got. So I guess. Any other?
Any more questions for Kinjar? No, it doesn't seem like it. Thank you very much, Kinjar.
Excellent. Thank you.
So we come to an end of our second batch of 10 startups presenting. So what's going to happen next is what happened last time. So the jury is going to compile their results. And meantime, when we're calculating everything, we have another presenter